Welcome to In the Kitchen with Gallivant. I'm Christine Drynan, your host and founder of Gallivant, the travel and lifestyle company. And today I have Italy on the brain. We're going to make a pasta, which is a little naughty, but also very healthy for you because the base of the sauce is kale. And the beauty of this recipe is that it is super healthy, but you would never know it. And so this is also great when you're going to be cooking for your kids. And the other part of it is that you can make this in 15 to 20 minutes at home because it's super easy. The main star, of course, is kale. We have a curly kale, which is pretty traditional, and we have a lacianto kale, which is nice and green and full of nutrients. And then I typically do not cook with garlic, but today we're using a little bit of garlic because it actually makes a big difference in this sauce. And then, of course, there's going to be a lot of olive oil and then the fleur de sel. As you can see here, I picked out this malfare pasta, which you can see in all kinds of different lengths at the grocery store, but this particular one is going to look really cool on the plate and very dramatic when you actually start twirling it around. And so not only is this also going to be healthy, it's going to be pretty, which is kind of like the premise also of my cooking. You only want to blanch the kale because when you overcook your vegetables, you cook out all the nutrients and it kind of defeats the purpose. But with the garlic, you absolutely want to cook this for a little bit longer than the 45 seconds or the minute this will take. And so first you want to throw in your garlic. It's been about 2 or 3 minutes and now you're ready to put in all of your kale. And so like I said, you're just going to blanch it. It's going to go pretty quickly. It's about a minute now and the kale is ready to go into our blender so we can make the sauce. But notice one thing, I'm not going to drain the kale. I'm actually going to keep the water because we are going to boil the pasta in this water. Don't forget about the garlic. That's going to help flavor your sauce. We're going to take this water and we're going to bring it back to the stove top. We're going to add a little bit more water to it because some of the water is evaporated while boiling, and then we are going to make these amazing malfare noodles. What you need to do is you need to add this slowly to the boiling pasta water, and you'll see it's going to start to become a little bit more flexible. It's the flexibility without breaking the noodles of the pasta that's going to allow you to fit it all in this pot. So our little pasta baby is now cooking for 10 to 12 minutes. You do want it to be al dente. We're going to make the sauce, and really I like to do this by sight. I like to see how much olive oil I need to add, but you're going to add close to a cup of olive oil for this sauce. Do not forget the salt, because salt is what is going to add all the flavor to this. I'm not going to use any pepper because you're going to get enough of that peppery taste from the kale. You'll notice that I added a little bit more olive oil to this, and really it's just about seeing how thick this sauce is going to be. You're going to save a little bit of the pasta water once the pasta is cooked to help thin the sauce out a little bit too, because there's something about that gluten that's in the pasta water that also gives you the perfect consistency for the sauce. We're going to add in this kale sauce to a new presentation pot here, and we're going to just coat the bottom of this, and then we're going to start to add the noodles. Not draining them, just adding them here, and then you're going to mix it all together. It smells amazing. And look at this beautiful bright green color. And I just can't believe that it's simply from this vegan olive oil kale that we got such a beautiful green pasta sauce. I like a little bit more sauce in my food, and so I'm actually going to put some sauce in these serving plates here, but then you are going to take each of these individual noodles, twirl them up, and place them on the pasta plate. But how does it taste? I have no words. And that, my friends, is kale pasta. That is going to be an obsession. It is so good. Thank you so much for joining me in my home here in New York City, and we look forward to cooking the next dish inspired by the world with you.